fired up. We saw some playoff-type baseball today. Two heavyweights going head-to-head, clutch hitting, clutch defense. This was an entertaining afternoon.
It had a lot of buildup coming in. We talked a lot about it yesterday, and it lived up to it. Two absolute mammoths on the mound, two all-stars, lived up to the billing. But what I like is just the fundamental baseball the Angels have played the last 2 days.
Shutout baseball, as we talked about, but it was old school baseball. It was two, as you mentioned, heavyweights going head to head. Seeing these guys go 7 innings, each had triple digits in the pitch column. You don't see that type of baseball in today's game.
Yeah, it was just an incredible job by both guys, managers giving them the ball and then wind up going out there and doing your job. And that's what you want your all-stars, your aces to do every single time they go out. And these guys were so dominant today. It was a day to be a pitcher. It certainly wasn't a day to be a hitter.
Absolutely. And you knew it was just going to be one, right? Just one run, the way these two guys were going head to head. But it was Shohei Ohtani on the hill, and he was looking for a bounce-back performance because Sunday in Detroit, he only went 4 innings because he had that stomach virus. You knew he was going to be ready to go in front of close to a sellout crowd in Toronto. Shohei Ohtani always loves the moment, and he was dialed in the moment this afternoon. But you said to me early, look at his velo. That fastball was up in the high 90s, low hundreds early on.
Oh, you normally see him when he takes the mound, he empties the tank at the end, and that's when he goes triple digits. He was there early on, and just so impressed. We'll throw some numbers out at you here in a minute, but I didn't feel like his command with his off-speed stuff was great to start, but his fastball command was the best it's been all year, and the feel for it was there as well.
First inning, he threw 28 pitches. He'd have a walk in the open inning. After that walk, he retired 19 of 21 on the afternoon, lowering his ERA from 2.83 to 2.63. And we mentioned every time it seems like Shohei takes the mound, you never know what you're going to get from Shohei Ohtani. And as you mentioned, it was the fastball early, but then it was the slider, then it was the split, and things started to develop, and you saw him get more comfortable with his secondary pitches.
And they made mention of it on the broadcast when he goes to the dugout. He and Ipe get on that iPad, and he's really trying to read swings. He's like, okay, they're starting to get to my fastball. Let me mix in more splits. And he's there with his catcher, and tonight it would be in Stassi, but they just worked so well together, reading swings and be able to stay ahead of the game.
After he got through the 3rd inning, the 4th, 5th, and 6th, he went through the side. 10 pitches, 12 pitches, 10 pitches. His pitch count went down, which was impressive as the game went on. Shohei Ohtani, so good, 3rd time through the lineup, and I'm sure that was a big reason Phil Nevin kept him in to empty the tank, as you say. But let's take the numbers, the tail of the tape, if you will, from this big-time matchup here this afternoon. Both all-stars, both pitched like all-stars. It is so nice, Denny, when two pitchers are basically lead up to the hype.
If you want to be competitive in the big leagues as a team, you have to have a #1, and that's what Shohei did today. Going up against Manoah, their #1, a competitive team, a team that's trying to get into the playoffs. And the impressive thing for me as well, Shohei threw it out there today. Aaron Judge hit number 49 yesterday, right? On the West Coast, Shohei said, hang on a second, this race isn't over, voters. I'm going to go out there and do what I do against a really good lineup and a really good pitcher, and now you guys are going to have to get me back into the realistic conversation of MVP.
Yeah, this is one of the teams pegged for one of the top in the AL East, vying for that AL wildcard spot. They have been rolling up until when the Halos came to town. So this one...